What is up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we have another episode of my Trek-Segafredo career on PCM 19. I thought we'd start today by taking a look at the rankings, and as you can see we are first in the World Tour rankings. Only had the Santos Tour down under so far, but a very good start to our season. If we move to Super Prestige, you can see we are second, only just behind Ineos, Education first as well, with a very good start. We've also had 10 victories already, so hopefully we can continue this good form in this episode. So guys, we'll start today with the UAE Tour, and we do have a 17k team time trial to start the day. But first, let's take a look at our team for the race. So our two GC leaders for the race are Richie Porte and Bauke Mollema. Mollema riding his first World Tour race of the season. Maybe further into the race we can decide on one leader, but we go in with two leaders. We also have Nicholas Egg, who can maybe help them out in the mountains. Leading our sprint train, we do have Matteo Moschetti, Kiel Reinion, Will Clark and Markel Irizar are the main helpers there. So like I said, the first stage of the race is a 17k time trial. I don't think we're one of the favourites, so hopefully we can just keep our GC guys in with a chance here today. So Valverde and Movistar are the first team to get underway in the race. I thought we'd have a look now at the start list to see the other contenders. Alaphilippe and Jungels with Gilbert and Jakobsen for Quickstep, really strong team. We have Sagan and Bookman for Bora with Micah. Formolo, Jumbo-Visma bring Roglic, Sunweb bring Dumoulin, Valverde and also Carapaz are here for Movistar. Ineos will be led by Egan Bernal. They have Kwiatkowski, Geraint Thomas, Gegenhardt as well though, Wout Poels, Sivakov, really strong team for Ineos. Bahrain Merida led by Dennis. We have Pinot here. Gaviria will lead UAE, Pogacar and Aru here as well. Mike Woods will lead Education first. Mitchells and Scott have Trentin. They don't have any of the Yates brothers here. And Bardet is here. Zakharin, Guilherme Martin, Barguil, Tim Vellens. Really strong start list for this race. We're going to be in for a tough one for sure. So guys, as you can see, our TT has just got underway. Ineos with almost 30 seconds on anyone else so far, which is no surprise considering how strong their team is. Let's cut to the first time check. So 500 meters to go to the first time check. Let's see how we are doing. And we are actually first place. I can't believe that. Although I think probably that's because Porte and Mollema have been pulling for most of that time. Surely we can't keep this up through the final time check. So guys, into the final K, only 1 second separates Ineos, Education first and Bahrain. Can we challenge them right here? Here we go. We come across the line in 4th place. Oh my word, so close, 8 seconds down, and Porte did actually lose time there. I tried to set him on too long, clearly. So Ineos do win the opening time trial, just a second ahead of Education first and Bahrain. We ended 5th, not too bad. And Mikhail Kwiatkowski will wear the leader's jersey. So guys, that was much better than expected, apart from the fact that Porte dropped off the back at the end. He lost about 18 seconds on everyone else in the team, which is completely my bad. Hopefully we can make up for that though later in the race. So guys, stage 2 from Yas Island to Abu Dhabi. It's very flat as you can see, so we'll be all in for Matteo Moschetti today. Let's get into it. So I've decided we won't go in the breakaway today. We're all in for Moschetti. We want to give him the best chance of victory. So hopefully we'll chase these guys down later in the stage. Okay guys, as we approach this intermediate sprint, you can see 6 riders with 2.5 minutes. We have Flores, Chernetsky, Quintana, Van Hooijdonk, Hollenstein and Ventoso. Let's see who crosses the line first at this sprint. It will be Ventoso, then Chernetsky and Hollenstein. Yeah, I don't think they'll have a chance at winning the stage. A lot of teams have sprinters here. They'll surely be brought in. So guys, we're coming into the final 12k of the stage. The breakaway is over already. You can see FDJ and Bora are on the front at the moment. I've set up our sprint train. Clark and Moschetti and Reinion are having some troubles getting onto the back. So let's slow it and wait for Moschetti to join the back of the train. So 8k to go, we're looking pretty good now. Let's use Mollema and Porte's energy gels to make sure they stay right towards the front. Irizar's doing a really good job. Let's use Will Clark's energy gel as well now. Irizar can drop us off right at the front. You'll notice Clark is behind Reinion. He'll get to lead out Moschetti today. Irizar's now done. Good job by him. Now we are in the hands of Kiel Reinion as we come under the 5k to go banner. So here we go, guys. We have Matthews and Gaviria to our left with Tunison. Ben Swift is here as well for Sky. Let's use that energy gel for Matteo Moschetti. Coming into the final 3K now. We have Sagan to our left. Demar has a very strong looking train. We have Christoph now leading out Gaviria. Let's up this to 99 with Ryan. Oh my word, a lot of teams going very, very early here. Let's now sprint with Will Clark. Here we go. Can Moschetti try and find a way through into the final kilometre? Oh my word, everyone's getting blocked all over the road. Can Moschetti come through at the end? I don't think he's going to. A bit of a mess in the end. And it will be Matteo Trentin winning the first stage. Sagan, Gaviria and Demar in the top 4. Moschetti hardly making the top 10. So you know your lead out failed when your sprinter ended up behind your lead out man. Not a good day. No one in the top 10. On to the next one. So guys, stage 3 and Jebel Hafit is here. We have the first climb of the day. Alaphilippe, Pinot and Valverde are the 3 favourites. You can see how strong the field is here. UAE will want to do well with Martin and Pogacar. Mollema makes the favourites list for us. Don't see Porte here though, so it could be tough for us. Hopefully we can really challenge for the stage today. So guys, the stage is underway as you can see, and we could be in a bit of trouble. Mollema on a -2 day, Porte on a -1. This is far from ideal. So the breakaway is going for the first intermediate sprint. You can see Vitens taking it. He beat Ventoso, Valais back, and we have Flores here as well. Just 5 men, and they just have 2.5 minutes on the peloton. So guys, we're coming into the final climb now, and as you can see, there's some pretty serious crosswinds. Luckily, it eases slightly. I have put Moschetti right at the front of the peloton, as you can see. That is basically because there could be some sprint points available here, so I'm kind of try and follow this Bora train right here with Sagan leading it for some reason. But anyway, we're going to try and take some points as the breakaway is now done. Let's up the pace now, 92, maybe gone slightly early here. Cavagna's on our wheel. Let's up it now to 95. Moschetti, let's go for it. Sprint for the line. Can we take those points? Trentin's coming for us as well. He's got the same idea in mind, but we take it very nicely done there indeed for Moschetti. Mollema and Porte have been forced back somewhat due to these crosswinds. Let's try and move up now. So guys, here we are, we're on the climb. It's Fabio Jakobsen leading the peloton up the climb. Mollema's making his way slowly towards the front. I'm not sure where Nicholas Egg's gone. He's not quite protecting Mollema as I would hope, but he's coming towards him now. And Mollema is slowly making his way to the front as we can see. Richie Porte is going to have to stay right here. We're in a decent position now. I was a bit worried when we came into the climb, but we're looking okay now. So 8k to go. It's a really, really cagey stage at the moment. No big attacks from any one of the main GC players. There's Swift, Prades, Gilbert on the front. I want to make sure we're pacing with these guys. We want to stay right at the front, but again, we don't really want to push it too much because we are really struggling with our race day condition. So the pace does slow, and Mikel Landa has attacked out of that front group. We need to up the pace now to 85, I think. Woods is here. Kwiatkowski now trying to chase down Mikel Landa, but Egg is now done, or Reiner is now done. Egg is almost done as well. Let's put Porte on Mollema's wheel. Let's just slowly pace on 80. Don't want to burn ourselves out too quickly here. Let's even, or do we want to follow Alaphilippe? No, we don't. We're just going to pace ourselves. Let's sit on maintain position, 85. Martin now attacking Zakarin. Thomas is coming. Let's put Porte here as well, maintain position. Mollema is putting himself in a decent position, but 30 seconds up the road is Mikel Landa. What an attack. So guys, there's attacks all over the place, as you can see. Do I want to follow those guys with Mollema? No, I don't. Maybe we can sit on Dumoulin's wheel. Let's try that. Let's try and sit with Tom Dumoulin with Mollema. But he's just riding away from us. Dumoulin's so strong. So strong from Tom Dumoulin. Porte is in this group behind now as Mollema is up the road. We're sitting here nicely though with Mollema, although we are basically done with regards to our resistance. So is Porte, and we're really struggling here. Mollema is done. 2.5k to go to the top as Landa is now caught. So Porte is making his way up to Bauke and Mollema. Let's just follow Romain Bardet for a bit because up the road it's Dumoulin attacking away from Mikel Landa. Both our guys are done, sadly. We're not going to be able to contend for the stage at all. Dumoulin looking very good though. 20 seconds clear of Thomas, Pinot, Roglic, Landa. Kwiatkowski now dropped towards the top. Pogacar is making his way up. Alaphilippe is done, but no one can catch Tom Dumoulin. What a ride. What a rider. He wins comfortably. It will be Pinot in second. We'll have Thomas, Roglic and Landa in the same group. Then a big gap to Kwiatkowski, Pogačar. We have Bardet, Alaphilippe, many guys here. And our guys are some way down the field. Tom Dumoulin 33 seconds clear of Pinot. Our guys were way down. And that does move Dumoulin into the leader's jersey, 7 seconds clear of Thomas in second. So that was a really tough stage for us guys. We dropped a lot of time, almost 2 minutes, Porte and Mollema. You can see we're in this big group. And yeah, a really poor performance today, to be honest. Hopefully we can improve in the next few stages. Right guys, it is now time for Hatter Dam. Very punchy finish, of course, which will really suit Alaphilippe, Valverde, Kwiatkowski, particularly Alaphilippe with that really good acceleration. I'm not sure how to approach this. Maybe we'll try with Machete or maybe we'll try with Bauke Mollema. Let's see, let's get into the stage. So guys, as you can see, Matteo Machete on a +4 day, really upping his hill and resistance stats, which will be really important today, I feel. So we're definitely going to go with him in the final. So the breakaway is approaching the second intermediate sprint of the day. You can see we have Cataldo, Bauer, Alfredo, Wisanowski, Wertschmidt and Jensen. So 6 pretty strong riders, to be fair. They've got 3 minutes and you can see the conditions today. Really unlike the United Arab Emirates. So guys, we have under 20k to go, as you can see, and the breakaway actually still has 40 seconds. They're doing really well, but we do have Quickstep bringing them in very quickly, it would seem. Our main riders are in a decent shape, although Machete has now been blocked. Look at this, the crosswinds again, 27 kilometers an hour today. Let's move him and Porte right back up to the front because this is not ideal. So you can see the pace as the breakaway is caught and there are attacks from Julian Alaphilippe. We're going to have to now try and follow this. Oh my word, and they've got away just like that. Mollema, what are we going to do here? We can't just work for the rest of the peloton. And Machete has been caught just a bit further back. Porte is much further back. So let's wait for Machete. Let's put him on Mollema's wheel here. Hopefully some other guys can help bring these guys in because we can't do it by ourselves. What a massive attack. I wasn't expecting that from Alaphilippe. I was really expecting him to wait for the end. Porte has now been caught behind. There are splits absolutely everywhere at the moment. Ryan is now basically done. We have Bardet in this small group of 21. Porte, I think, is just going to have to... I mean, we're not going to bring everyone else back in whilst we have riders up the road. Only 5k to go now. Let's use these energy gels. I think we're going to have to just wait with Porte. We'll set him on automatic and see what he can do because this group are slowly being brought in now. This is looking pretty hopeful, up to 87 with Mollema. We're following Roglic and Pogačar. Landa's in this group, but Alaphilippe still has a gap out front. What a ride by Julian Alaphilippe. This group of 4 can't quite bring him in. Let's up the pace now with Bauke Mollema. Maybe Machete has a chance. It may be too steep though. Let's sprint now with Mollema. Let's try and come round with Matteo Machete. Let's follow Mollema and here we go. Let's sprint now with 1k to go with Machete. Can we catch these guys or is it too late? It's going to be very close. Look how steep it is at the end. Can Alaphilippe hold on? I think Machete has just come from too far back. Alaphilippe, is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Julian Alaphilippe wins the stage. It will be Pinot second. All this group come back together to a group of 20. We have Dumoulin third, Bardet flying at the end. Machete will finish in the top 10 and Mollema in this front group. So Porte will come in this second group on the road. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a time gap here and to this group perhaps. So the attack from this group of 5 riders is what won them the stage. I really wasn't expecting that. I was expecting attacks at the end of the stage, but luckily we did manage to catch them with Mollema and Machete. So just a group of 19 at the front. Porte lost, it seems, 48 seconds, which isn't the end of the world. And Mollema was able to gain a lot of time on a lot of guys. So Mollema now 13th in GC, still almost 2 minutes down though. So guys, you can see stage 5 is another flat one for the sprinters. Hopefully we can do a better job with Machete today. Let's get into it. So some pretty bad news to start the stage. It seems Mollema has come down with a cold or something, not feeling his best today. But Machete is on a +2, so definitely hoping for at least a top 5 today. So guys, today we have a breakaway of 5 riders. We have Valgren, Sparagli, Benfato, Busato and Haller. 5 riders, definitely Valgren the strongest, I would say. Haller's pretty strong as well, to be fair, but they have less than 2 minutes on the peloton now with 40k to go. Okay guys, now 18k to go in the stage. You can see it's Postelberger on the front for Bora. One of the riders in the break is now done. We now have 4 riders. Haller's trying to attack. Valgren looks pretty tired as well. Haller looking very good, I must say. And they still have over a minute on the peloton. Irizar needs to pace pretty hard now to try and bring these guys in for Matteo Moschetti. So I'm currently trying to bring Will Clark to the front so he can join our train. He's struggling, to be honest. I'm going to use his and Ryan's energy gels now as well, because why not? We now have just 30 seconds to the breakaway. I think their chances are now looking pretty slim. So guys, we now have 10k to go. Irizar's doing a really nice job for the team, as Pogačar with his 80 mountain for some reason is working on the front for UAE. They're going all in for Gaviria today. He must be feeling really good. But anyway, Irizar looking pretty decent as we go up this small hill. Irizar's now done, so we'll just rest up with him for the rest of the day. Ryan needs to try and stay here as Valgren's now done. Haller and Bussato are the only riders left in this breakaway. So guys, as we come under the 5k to go banner, let's use Moschetti's energy gel. The breakaway are still up the road and they still have 30 seconds. It's Haller and Bussato. Will they challenge for the stage today? Haller will definitely win in a sprint, I think, between those guys. Mollema and Porte are staying towards the front, so that's all good. Let's out the pace now with Ryan up to 99. We're going to have to sprint soon with Clark as the guys in the breakaway are finally done. They won't be able to take the win. Now let's sprint with Will Clark. Moschetti in a very nice position. Shall we sprint for it? Just about now. Let's go with Moschetti. Let's go for the win. Can we take it? Demar's looking very good though. Can we challenge? It will be Demar, or will it be Peter Sagan? Yes, it will. Sagan wins it. Moschetti gets the top 5. Not too bad. Losing out to Nizzolo and Tunison. The rest of the guys will come in the front group. So not too bad a result today. I was hoping for slightly more with that +2 day on Moschetti. I don't think there's a great deal more we could have done. Maybe I went very slightly late. And obviously Will Clark isn't the best lead out man. And it's a shame Kiel Reinion wasn't feeling too good today. But anyway, let's get into the next stage. Alright guys, today we have Jebel Yais to conquer stage 6, the penultimate stage, and it is a big mountain. Pinot, Bernal and Landa are the 3 favourites. We'll be hoping to do as well as we can with Mollema and Porte. Hopefully they have much better days than we did last time we hit the mountains in the UAE. Let's get into the stage. So unfortunately guys, it's another very underwhelming day with regards to race day conditions. Mollema gets a 0, Porte -1. Hoped for a lot better, to be honest. And I think we're going to struggle on that final climb. I have considered trying to join the breakaway with someone at least, just to try something different, but no one really feels good. Maybe Egg was a contender. He doesn't feel very good. Neither does Reinion. Moschetti, the only rider on a plus day. No point going in the breakaway with him. So we'll keep everyone in the peloton today. So guys, we still have 90k to go, but we definitely have the strongest breakaway of the race so far. We have Spilak, Velens, Majka, Jose Herrada, Quintana and Goncalves. I'm particularly looking at Majka and maybe Velens, but Majka could be very dangerous if he's given a lot of time on that final climb. So guys, we have just over 20k to go in the stage. We are now approaching Jebel Yais and you can see the breakaway have 1.5 minutes. I think Majka could have a slim chance at the stage, but his gap probably isn't quite big enough. But anyway, Mollema feeling pretty good, so's Porte. So let's stay right towards the front and hopefully challenge for a decent result here. So it is Education First and Movistar sitting on the front of the peloton. They've done most of the work so far. There is an attack, so Spilak, Majka and Velens, the 3 strongest riders in that break, are now clear. Mollema and Porte are still in a very decent position, so pretty happy with how the beginning of this stage, or beginning of this climb, has gone. Will Clark now is done for the day. He can't work any longer. Egg's going to have to use the energy gel and try and protect Bauke Mollema because the pace is so high as Barbero blocks Porte terribly. Porte getting really blocked really badly with still 15k to go in the stage. Egg is almost done. Oh my word, the pace is so high to start this climb. Even Mollema and Porte are really feeling this. So guys, our only riders left in the peloton are Mollema and Richie Porte. Not very good at all, and it is Valverde on the front of the peloton. Can't really work out why that is, and I'm going to have to use these energy gels pretty soon, simply because the pace here is so high. 3 riders still up the road. We have Majka, Spilak and Velens. They're all looking pretty good, to be fair. We still have 139 or now 89 riders in the peloton. I was going to say I expect most of them are about to drop. I'm not really sure why Valverde is working. I guess Richie Carapaz is Movistar's leader, or even Mikel Landa. They've got such a strong team here. We're going to have to use these energy gels simply because we're so tired. I can't even afford an attack or anything like that, as now Fabio Aru comes to the front of the peloton. 10k to go. So at this point, I am going to make Mollema the leader and protect him with Porte, as Warren Barguil is on the attack. He's not particularly dangerous. I'm not really worried about him, despite us only being 13th in the GC. Let's just take position, max of 80. Porte's about to drop away. Just 52 riders now in this group. You can see the pace really taking its effect now. Porte is about to go, as there's more attacks in this group. I can't afford to follow as Landa and Thomas attack. The breakaway are now caught. We're just taking position, riding pretty comfortably, as Porte is now done for the day. He's done everything he can. I think the same fate will be taking place for Mollema. So guys, we have 6k to go and it all comes back together. Pinot on the attack. No one can follow at first. Landa, Thomas and Barguil now trying to follow. We can't follow any of this. We are done. Really disappointing performance by our guys. We can't follow any of these attacks. We're just going to have to cruise into the line now. You can see many riders who we should be beating are beating us here. Not a good performance at all. The stage will be contested by these 3 riders, it would seem. So at the front of the stage, Bernal is trying to attack up to his teammate Thomas, who has dropped Thibaut Pinot and Landa, it would seem. Bernal taking some big time on Tom Dumoulin, but it will be Geraint Thomas, I think, moving into the leader's jersey. Further back, you can see how far down Mollema is. Really disappointing in this group of half decent riders. But up the road, who will take the stage? It's going to be Ineos boys dominating the show. Thomas ahead of Bernal, or maybe even Bernal could surpass him by the time we cross the line. Pinot and Landa behind. We then have Buchmann and Dumoulin making their way up. Roglic is done, so is Alaphilippe and Barguil. Dumoulin and Buchmann looking very strong, but today it's all about Geraint Thomas. He takes the win. What a performance by Ineos. A 1-2 it would seem. Buchmann with a very nice 3rd place. We then have Landa, Pinot and Dumoulin. Where is Bauke Mollema? He is all the way back here. So Geraint Thomas on top of the podium. What a performance by Ineos. Almost a minute clear of everyone bar Emmanuel Buchmann. And so Thomas is now first, but now second in the GC. Dumoulin down to 3rd, and no one from our team in the top 10. So guys, the final stage of the episode taking place in Dubai, just 120 kilometers, another flat stage for the sprinters. Hopefully we can get on the podium with Machete today. So to be honest with you guys, I think the breakaway today is completely screwed. They've got absolutely no chance if you ask me, but I thought we'd try it with Irizar, seeing as our race has been so bad, to be honest. So just thought I'd try something different. Hopefully we can consolidate this break up the road, because there's lots of attacks still coming. So the breakaway has now over a minute. It seems these 7 riders will be today's break. We have Vachon, Tim Wellens, Sparagli, Cher, Albertini, Hollenstein and Irizar. Not expecting anything to come of this, just a bit of fun if nothing else. So little update for you guys. Irizar still in the break, but the gap to the peloton is now about a minute. It did go up to about 2.5 minutes, but they're really piling the pressure on now. We'll do some work with Irizar, so let's up this to 85. Try and work with these guys because we're feeling pretty good, to be fair. If not, Machete will challenge in the sprint, hopefully. So as the breakaway are slowly being caught by the peloton, there is an attack up the road. We follow Tim Wellens, probably the strongest rider in this break. Small gap back to these riders now. Irizar just doesn't have the sprint or any stats really to stay with these guys. Can we try and put in a little cheeky attack of our own? I mean, we're hardly getting away from Hollenstein. We haven't even been able to gap him there. Let's just relay with these guys. These 4 are going to come back, it seems. And it seems today will be for the peloton. So into the final 10k, the breakaway still have 25 seconds, and it seems a lot of guys are struggling, but Irizar just doesn't have the punch to get away from them. I think we're going to have to settle for a victory in the peloton today. Irizar is trying everything to get away on his own. He is going to be brought in, so let's concentrate on our sprint train now. Irizar with 9 seconds. I think you're done, mate. Good effort today. 7k to go. Let's concentrate on Machete. So 6k to go now. I am going to try something very slightly different to what I have done in the previous sprints. As you see Trentin following our wheel, a few other guys as well. That's what I'm going to try and do with Machete. We're going to try and follow someone else's train rather than lead out with our own guys. Because to be honest, it does seem that our own guys just aren't quite good enough to lead out Machete. 3k to go. Machete can now follow Arnold Demar. Can we try and do that? It's looking pretty tough. Now Matteo Trentin, he looks like a good wheel to follow. 2k to go. We're using a lot of energy trying to catch Matteo Trentin. Now we have Gaviria on the left. Oh my word. It's pretty messy, isn't it? 1k to go. Machete's going to try and come through. Can we try and challenge for the win? I mean, it's not a terrible performance, but Matteo Trentin takes the win. Jakobsen in second. And where will Machete end up? 7th place. Not too bad. Pretty close in the end. Didn't quite work out how I planned, but not a bad effort today. So Matteo Trentin wins the final stage of the UAE Tour, his second win of the race. Geraint Thomas wins the UAE Tour pretty comfortably, 1 minute and 15 ahead of his teammate Bernal and Dumoulin in 3rd place. Peter Sagan wins the green jersey, 1 point ahead of Alaphilippe, and you can see how close it is, guys. That's 7 riders in the 50s, so close. So to be honest, that ends a really tough race for us, guys. Machete 7th. I think our best result was 4th with Machete. In the GC, Mollema all the way down in 14th. And Porte was only 25th, 7 minutes down. Really tough race for the team. However, one positive looking at this race is guys like Trentin, guys like Demar, Tunison, Sagan, Colbrelli. All these guys are people you associate with the cobbled classics. And obviously the UAE Tour happens at the same time as Omloop Het Nieuwsblad, which we will start the next episode with. So obviously our chances are going to be boosted in that race coming in the next episode. But anyway guys, that will wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like and a comment down below for me if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys for another episode of the Trek Career.